Hi everyone, my name is Zach, and in this video I want to show you how to drastically reduce the render time in Blender cycles with the new denoising feature. And by the way, sorry for my voice, I have a cold at the moment, but anyway I wanted to record this video because this feature is so amazing. This Sphinx cat here I created a while ago, and the shader uses subsurface scattering and so on, and you can see it still has a lot of noise. And this was rendered with 2200 samples on a HD resolution, and yeah, you can see this is still not perfect. I don't remember the real render time, but I know it was several hours, so I rendered this over the night. And yeah, I have to say my computer is not the fastest, but anyway, this took really long to render. The new denoising feature in Blender is not included in Blender 2.78. I guess it will be in 2.79, so if this is official release, then it will be in there, I think. But if you want to try this feature right now, simply go to builder.blender.org, click on download latest builds, and up here simply download one of the latest builds. So after you've downloaded the build and unzip it, and you can start Blender and open up your files. And right now I have set the render samples to 100. And if I now render this, I've done this already, it needed 4 minutes and 20 seconds, and you can see we have a lot of noise here. Now I switch over to the render layer tab, and down here we find the new denoising option. So simply we enable this, and I've already rendered this with 100 samples, and let's see how the result looks like. Take a look at this. You can see it takes a little longer to render, but certainly nothing in comparison to render this with 2000 samples. And if I zoom in, the result is pretty awesome. So certainly it's not perfect in some areas, but if you keep in mind these are just 100 samples, then the result is amazing. So in general, I have to say, I think this feature is not for, like, instead of 1000 samples, render this with 10 samples. But for example, render this with half the samples, like 500 instead of 1000, and then remove the rest noise in your image. So if you click on denoise, you have some settings here. I just tested this feature, so I'm not familiar with all the settings. Basically, we can enable the denoising for the diffuse, glossy, transmission, subsurface. And up here we have some settings. Basically, the settings, if you have tooltips enabled, there are some good descriptions. But in most cases, if you reduce the values, you have more noise, but also you keep the details in your scene. And if you crank these settings up, you may lose details, but the result is smoother. So simply check out the settings, try around with different settings and see how this works for you. But anyway, as you can see, the standard settings are already pretty awesome. So yeah. This is what I wanted to show you on this video. Have fun with denoising your images and reducing render time. Yeah, thanks for watching. That's it with this video. I hope you learned a few things. If so, tell your friends about it and share this video. If you want to support my work, my free video tutorials, then check out my Gumroad shop. The link is in the video description. And if you want to have my latest news, subscribe to my newsletter. All the links in the video description. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video, hopefully with a better voice. Goodbye.